Let's see.
T3 Media.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to another episode of Talking Through the Media. Is your home for entertainment news and reviews by fans for fans. I'm your host, Chris Fagan, and joining me today on a shenanigans heavy episode, the returning champion is what I'll call him, Robert Reed.
Hello, hello.
Back
Glad
from,
to be back.
back from vacation. Also joining us on a shenanigans heavy Thursday, the returning champion, the one, the only, Harley Q. I called you Harley HQ instead of QS. It's the headquarters. It's the headquarters of Harley, I guess.
Whatever. I mean,
I'm like,
close enough.
What?
Close enough.
I think this stuff just kicked in, Silent Bob. All right.
Like I said, you can call me anything but late for dinner.
There you go. There you go.
Dad
Well,
jokes.
Dad jokes. Well, guys, as usual, we have a show for you guys. But before we get into all that, don't forget to follow the show on all the social platforms, all the social medias. Hit the like, subscribe button, show your support, and that does mean everything to us. So remember to share your insight as we go through the topics, and we'll be answering your burning questions throughout the show. So settle in and let's start talking. I'm working on like taglines like that. Let's start talking. How about that? What? No, that it didn't land. Wait,
No.
that was pretty good. All right.
Yeah.
This will be the part of the show where I would throw it to the host and be like, "What's the first topic of the day?" But Joy decided to leave me today. I don't want to talk about it, so she left me. She is not here today. We're working things out. I'll update you later. I know she's watching. Babe, please come home. Okay, let me. I don't know how to recover from that because I'm pretty sure she's going to punch me in the back of the head.
Joy,
after that.
don't come home. It's okay.
Run
You
away.
have my address. Come here.
Run
It's
away.
fine.
Topic number one. Jeez, bunch of haters. What the hell was that? Why do you look? Let me cut to your camera there. Look at it. What the hell was that? Jeez, she's like, don't come home. What is it?
Don't come home.
What are you Rob? What do you think? What is she implying or inferring? What was that?
I don't know. I'm gonna
start
steer clear of
shit.
this one.
Just starting shit early is what you're doing.
You said bring the shenanigans.
Stir the pot.
Good.
Stir the pot.
You said bring the shenanigans.
Anywho, topic number one. I'll throw it to myself. Hey, self, what is the first topic of the night? Well, Chris, you handsome devil, I'm glad you asked. Agatha all along recap. So episode 5 just happened, and this comes in from vulture.com. The latest episode of Agatha all along, Darkest Hour, Wake Thy Power, gives us a deep dive into the complex relationship between mothers and daughters, particularly between Agatha Harkness and her own mother. It's an intense exploration as we see Agatha confront not just her mother's legacy, but the pains and traumas from her upbringing that have shaped her identity as a formidable witch in the MCU. Alongside Agatha, there is this mysterious character known as the Teen, and the fans are buzzing. Many are speculating about who he is, and more intriguingly, who his mother might really be. Could he be a significant figure for the Marvel Universe, or is it all just a red herring? So, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts on this episode? Did you guys, let me start with you, Rob. Have you caught up? I know you just came back from vacation, but did you catch up with Agatha all along?
Man, I am not. I'm way behind. I haven't even started yet. So
Jesus.
to get you guys input, because I originally didn't have a lot of interest in this show. I was hoping that they could really bring a really dynamic part, but I did not have high hopes for it. So, from you guys' input, what do you think?
Well, that depends. Harley, are you going to be able to save this segment?
You know what I will say? I'm actually.
Here we go.
I have not watched it, and that's just because I don't have Disney Plus. Oh, I know it's so bad. And I will watch it at some point. I am very interested in the show because I've heard nothing but really wonderful things about it, so I am very intrigued. But I wouldn't be able to save the segment. I'm sorry.
With that out the way, guys, I sent the show notes to everyone. No one told me that they have not seen this show.
Technically, I told you last week.
There is no correcting the host on the show.
I'm sorry. We're not fact checking now? Okay.
No, yeah. When do we start fact checking? I'm not running for president. Stop it. We don't do that here. We lie. We lie here. So,
like a rug.
Yeah. So, in the interest of lies, Rob, what did you think about Agatha?
I am excited to hear, that we're getting some good reviews and that people are enjoying the content.
Well, I'll say this. I'm excited for the fact that it seems just like WandaVision. It's the interest in it in the audience viewership, the ratings have been going up in a positive direction. The mystery that went around WandaVision it's back. Is it Mephisto? Is it not? All of it's back. And as much as I thought that this series was going to be panned like the Acolyte, like other Disney plays, just because it's Disney, right? All the other shows that lately, I thought this was going to suffer the same fate. But hope springs eternal. This show has delivered, and this latest episode, since you got, I guess we can't really get into it since you guys haven't seen it, but you probably heard all the mystery that's around it, what people are probably saying. But this show has stepped up the game, and this last episode, I'm 100% hooked. I'm like, Elizabeth Olsen has got to come back. I don't know. I've seen her in interviews. They say she may not. There's a window open. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But now I'm there. I'm like, no, she has to come back. She will not come back in this series, but I feel like there is now hope that the Scarlet Witch could come back, and that's all I'll say. But you guys have to catch up and watch it.
I will say the actress who plays Agatha is phenomenal.
Catherine Hahn, right? Catherine Hahn.
Yes, yeah, and I was just actually looking it up, and she obviously she's in Step Brothers, and so she did a lot more comedy. I feel like in her early years of acting, but I feel like we're starting to see a lot of that from that kind of SNL cast where they're starting to start to take on a lot more serious roles. And I think that's really kind of an interesting thing to discuss because it's you think that only comedians have only one level of acting, but there's so much more to it than that. I don't know. Just a little note that I could add.
No, I 100% agree. I'm glad that Joy's not here because I have a confession to make. In a heartbeat, yes, I would say yes to Catherine Hahn. When Catherine Hahn and I inevitably meet and fall in love, yes, I would instant divorce. That's
and then
how
you
much
wonder why Joy's not here tonight.
That was Rob's laughing in the background like, Jesus, Chris, you really just keep digging that hole deeper.
He's gonna be
wrong.
He's gonna be disappeared next episode. Disappeared.
I mean, can you blame me? It's Catherine Hahn. Come on, it's Cat. I call her Catty.
Oh, you guys are her first name.
We're on nicknames now. We're on nicknames. I mean, come on. I'm telling you.
Whatever you did, I'm on Joy's side.
He's drinking the delusional juice.
What? Wow. Whatever you did, I'm on your wife's side. Wow. Well, thanks for the loyalty. I thought, no, you're my friend. We we have the Kevin Smith connection. But I digress. But no, it was a great episode. It was so since the panel hasn't seen everything, I can't go into to it as much as I kind of wanted to. I guess I'll save that for another time, or maybe on a TikTok post or something like that. But I will say, so anybody that's watching live, if you have if you guys want to talk about your thoughts on the latest episode and everything that happened, let's talk to me about it. I'm here for you. I have seen all the episodes, not unlike these scrubs right here that totally left me out to dry. Great show, guys. Great start. We're off to a great start. This guy's like, I was away on business, and you have an excuse, Robert, but
I don't.
Yeah. For shame.
I didn't see a lot of Disney Plus in China. Didn't see a lot of advertising for Disney Plus. No.
Got it. What's that? What's that app called where you can break the
VPN?
Yeah, VPN. Yeah, come on, step your game up, guys. But okay, so now I gotta go. Now I gotta try to recover from this total fumble.
It's okay. Segment number 2, we got this. Don't worry.
Jeez. Okay. I guess. Like I said, I'll continue talking to the audience. I'll say this. Okay. Top darkest moments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I want you guys. Let's do that. Let's me and you guys have a one-on-one discussion. Give me in the comments your top 10 darkest moments from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, ranking the most the haunting and intense scenes that left a lasting impact on you. Like, put that. Let's continue talking about Agatha, and send me a rundown of your darkest moments in the MCU. So there's your homework for that. So moving on to the next segment, since these guys can't help me keep talking about Agatha. Jeez, thanks guys. And don't try to make up by follow. It says we have a new follower here, Harley HQ. You didn't think that was gonna pop up in real time, did you? You didn't think I was gonna see that. Harley HQ just subscribed or followed or some shit. What'd you do? What did you follow? What was that? Facebook?
On Twitch.
On Twitch. Oh shit. Oh damn.
I wanted to check if we were live on Twitch, but I don't see us live on Twitch.
We're not live on Twitch?
No.
Jesus.
But we are live on YouTube.
It just keeps getting better. Thank you, Harley, for moving our Twitch follow from 14 to 15.
Hey, follows are follows, right? Likes are likes.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna grow a couple feet in height here. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, guys, if you don't realize it, Robert will be inevitably shrinking in his chair. He's sitting in a what I call the chair. Does the chair hold your weight? Is the chair?
I should have got a gaming chair on Prime Day. I meant to. Oh well.
Okay, all right. Let me see if I can steer this Titanic away from the iceberg. Moving on to the next topic of the night. So, to our beautiful host, me, what's the next topic? Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. From boxofficepro.com, it seems that the release of Joker 2, or Joker Folly, hasn't quite lived up to the expectations set by its predecessor. The film is struggling in box office and facing a flurry of criticism, with audience feeling underwhelmed and divided over the sequel's direction. Meanwhile, as we look ahead to October, the cinematic landscape is shaping up with a variety of films poised to bring some fresh excitement to theaters. We have everything from chills and thrills for Halloween to intriguing biopics. Notably, we have Saturday Night, which is coming out this week, which is based on the true story of what happened behind the scenes in the 90 minutes leading up to the first broadcast of the show, Saturday Night Live. We have Terrifier Part 3, Smile Part 2, and Venom: The Last Dance that's coming out this month. So I'm curious, what are the movies that you guys are excited to see this month, despite the bad start that we had in the October with Joker, in my opinion.
Well, I know I'm gonna start with Agatha all along. I heard it was highly
Oh,
recommended.
well, good callback. We're talking movies now.
I'm just saying. That's a No, I'm definitely excited for Terrifier. I love horror movies, love spooky stuff, so I think that's gonna be real gory, fun. I didn't know there was gonna be a Smile Part 2. So that's gonna be real exciting too, because that movie freaked me out. And they used a lot of practical effects. And I love when movies use practical effects because to me they're always just gonna be superior to CGI.
Mhm.
I feel like The Thing is a great example of like practical effects. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Rob knows what I'm talking
He's
about.
like,
But
he's like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What about
yeah,
you,
but
Rob? What
yeah.
movies are you looking forward to this month?
the Venom will definitely be something I'll check out. The Saturday Night Live show I think will be really fun. I mean, they got some really good acting talent in there, and it'll be interesting to see what they're going to show. Is it going to be? Is this going to be like a fantasized version of how it went? A little bit added drama, or is this going to be, you know, soup to nuts? What we were, what you expect from an actual production. Uh, Curious to see where they go with it. With the acting talent they got signed on board, I don't think they can go wrong.
I agree. I'm looking. I didn't. I forgot about that movie, and I'm very curious on how it's going to come out. I'm excited about Venom and Last Dance, but Harley, to go back to speak on Terrifier. No, you said you are a horror fan. Did
Yes.
you know that T3 Media Studios, this very studio, not only produces the Talking Through the Media podcast, we have a second podcast hosted by the one and only Tyler Cossey. Whenever she decides to, bless us with her presence, she has a show called After Dark with Tyler Cossey. It's all horror based, and I think you and her would
Yeah, no,
would bounce off.
I got an Evil Dead tattoo. So
Nice.
Oh
um
wow.
yeah,
So
no, I'm pretty big on the horror stuff. I met Bruce Campbell, so like Evil Dead's like my favorite of like the horror franchises. But yeah, I love all that gore and stuff.
groovy. But no, I think based on I've never seen any of the Terrifier movies. I'm debating on doing a like first time watching all three movies. I'm thinking about watching all three of them. I think well obviously not Terrifier 3 until it gets released at home, but the first time watching of Terrifier 1 and Terrifier
Yeah,
2.
yeah.
What do
I
you think?
didn't see Scream until last year. Like all of the Scream movies, I didn't see any of them, and now I'm obsessed with Ghostface. So I mean, I understand. There's so many. Like the problem with like horror franchises is there's so many.
Mhm.
So it's like you just kind of have to like pick, choose, and I don't know. There's so many. There's so many really good horror movies.
What's the horror genre called that's like the Terrifier that's got the humor? Killer Clowns from Outer Space and
Oh
Terrifier.
yeah.
That's it. It's
They
no
made a
type.
video game out of
They
that
did.
that one. Yeah.
They didn't. I didn't play that one, but
Oh, by the way, Rob, Harley is a video game expert and collector of physical media of
yes.
everything of all video games, movies, and everything. By the way, just
Yes,
letting you know.
everything. Physical media, I collect it all. I don't trust the internet.
I'm sorry, Rob. What were you saying before I'm interrupt you?
Yeah, that particular genre of horror. For me, being a child of the '80s was kind of my jam growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and you still see that has survived, and it is still thriving.
Yeah, I agree. I think that like that line, because like between that blur line between comedy and horror is like Evil Dead is. I mean, the newer ones are a little bit more scary and gory. But like when you watch like Evil Dead 1, 2, and Army of Darkness, there is such an underlining comedy that's happening throughout the whole thing. Like Ash is attacked by a bookshelf several times. I have never seen someone struggle so hard with a bookshelf in my life.
I just remember his own hand attacking him. That's what I
Yes.
remember from.
What sold me was literally someone was like, "Hey, do you want to watch this movie where this guy chains off his own arm and then wears it and uses it?" And I was like, "That sounds pretty badass. Let's go!" And it became my favorite movie ever since.
Harley, you little sticky. She was like, "You want to watch this movie where a guy chops off his own hand?" She's like, "Go on."
Yeah. Well, when it's so funny because it's like this is how I like research things. When someone tells me there's like something really okay, Heavy Rain's a great example. So like Heavy Rain, there's a choice where you can actually cut off your own finger, and I was like,
I
once I
forgot
found
about
that
that
out,
video game.
yes, once I found out that you could do that, I was like, please tell me more about this game. I want to play it. As if I'm living some weird fantasy of like, yes, let me see somebody dismember themselves. Let's do it.
When I worked overseas in Iraq, I remember that when that Heavy Rain was for PlayStation 3 or
That's
T.
correct.
Well, I remember when this was like right before PlayStation 3 debuted. It was just like they were pushing the boundaries of technology and look how realistic the graphics are and stuff. And that like 5-minute trailer of the woman talking to the cameras like a POV, and she was talking to I assume her husband or her boyfriend or lover, and she was just airing out all the ways that he portrayed her, and then she put the gun to her head. I remember, I don't know if you've seen it, but it was they were trying to show how far we've came at the time with the technology, showing that a tear was able to come down this animated character's face, and the water looked realistic and stuff. And at the time, it looked great, but that was like what 20 years ago, and I'm like, those graphics aren't that great now.
You know, I will say Heavy Rain, like people crap on Heavy Rain, but I still think it looks decent. I mean, we've seen a lot worse.
To be fair, I never played it though.
Oh, it's so it's hilarious because it's a choose your own adventure. So like you can just if there's like a quick time event, you can just choose not to do it, and then like your character will just like if they're running, they'll just fall flat in their face. So it's an absolute experience every time you play it. So that's why I love it so much. And the dialogue is hilarious. Every time I'm in a crowded area, I'll just yell Jason because there's a part where you're walking through a mall and you're looking for your son and you just keep hitting X and it just yells Jason. So literally for like 5 minutes, I'll just yell Jason.
Well, so before we go to the next segment, Rob, what was you saying? Were you about to say something?
No, I don't think so. I don't have anything new and exciting to add.
My bad. So as far as what we were talking about regarding October with these films, guys, let us know what you guys think. I got some homework. Let me switch the camera. I'm sorry before I get back off of Rob. Let me give you guys some more homework before we move to the next segment. So here's a rundown for you guys. So for the month of October, top 10 October Halloween films to get you in the mood for Halloween. Any of you guys, Rob or Harley, do you have some go-to top 2, top 3, top 4, 5 Halloween films that get you in the mood for Halloween? Anybody?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's
my favorite movie of all time. It's my favorite movie of all time. Jack Skellington, I think, is like one of the coolest characters ever.
Christmas movie.
Shush. This is Halloween. It's okay. It's both. Okay, people argue. No, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I could watch that movie.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Oh no. This is the last time Harley will be on the show.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Robert, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Man, if the shoe fits, right? Turn on a TV during the holiday season. If it's not on there, then you might be able to sway my opinion. But every time I turn the TV on during the holiday season, it's on.
I don't know about you. I start my Christmas season with Die Hard, A Christmas Story, and a cup of hot chocolate.
It's not Christmas till Hans Gruber
falls from Nakatomi Plaza. That car. It is not until Mariah Carey sings.
Jeez. Bruce Willis said it is not a Christmas movie. So in your face, in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
Yeah.
on. But is he the person who made the movie? He's just an actor in the movie, though.
How dare
But
you?
I'm just saying, you're an actor in the movie. You're just a part of it. You're not the creator of the movie. You're not the writer of the movie. You're not the person who is like the decider, the author. They're the one who's determines.
Okay,
whether
I
it's
know
Christmas or
I
not.
encourage shenanigans. I will not have this open display of anarchy on my show. How about
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
But
Cats and dogs living together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ghostbusters.
Yep. So that would be one of my Halloween
go-tos.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And something that we reviewed a while back, Beetlejuice.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to think about it, and that's why I encourage you guys. Give me your top 10 Halloween go-tos. I'm gonna have to think about mine. I can't think about it on the top of my head. Beetlejuice is a good one.
Oh, I know. I just thought of one. Halloween Town. I know that's like kind of. I don't know. Have you ever seen the Disney Channel like original?
Michael Myers.
Ever? No, Halloween.
Michael
Town.
Myers is the mayor.
Oh, how have you guys never seen Halloween Town? Oh my god!
This is a made-up movie. You just made this up.
Not.
This does not
it's
exist.
Not. Halloween Town is like a Disney. It's like almost like I think I don't know if it's a Disney Channel.
Oh, Mr. Boogedy.
It's Mr. Boogedy.
Rob knows what that is.
Mr. Boogedy. I swear to God. Mr.
She's not from Generation X, Rob, so she doesn't get it. Mr. Boogedy scared the shit out of a lot of us back in the 90s, right, Rob?
Yeah, that was one of the early OG animation characters that was somewhat,
I actually don't know this. This looks like something I would watch though.
Oh no, Mr. Boogedy was a Disney hardcore horror. Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
No, Disney Channel spent so much money on this Halloween Town thing. They quite literally made a whole town that's just Halloween, and all the characters are like there's werewolves, vampires, like zombies, like there's a taxi driver who's a skeleton. It's
Ghostbusters.
Oh, wait.
Still, how do you guys not know Halloween Town?
Okay.
It's starting to sound familiar. The skeleton taxi driver.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
I have seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghostbusters.
No, it was an animated one, but yeah, I may have seen it. It's been years.
That's like my favorite Halloween movie.
Harley Q's confused. It was Ghostbusters. She saw Ghostbusters and thought it was something else.
No, it's not Ghostbusters.
What about Pumpkinhead?
Ooh, Pumpkinhead. That's a good one. I'm gonna say, my Halloween go-to. It is always.
Are we talking about the remake, or are we talking about the
talking about the original, the TV series?
That's the right answer. That's the only answer.
I don't know. I the original is definitely the OG, but even the new stuff, man, I really like the newer ones.
I laughed through the whole new It. I'm sorry, I couldn't take him serious when he started doing that like dance thing.
Hello, Georgie.
I thought it was the funniest thing. I was like, I'm supposed to be scared of you. I'm supposed to be scared of you.
Bill Hader was hilarious.
No, but I think like there was parts that were creepy though. Like he did very well with his like facial features.
Yeah. Yeah, his expressions were unsettling. So yeah, I dug it. I thought he did really well. I think he was much more successful in that than he was the Crow, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, no, I feel like
deep burn.
I don't want to talk about the Crow 2. I don't want to talk about.
Hey, you know what, Robert? It can't rain all the time. Okay,
all the time. We're not in Seattle.
I was gonna say, are we in Washington? Every time I see it raining all the time, I'm like, all right, we're in Washington. Got it.
I love quoting him. Me and my friends will always quote the original quote: "Murder. You want to talk about murder? It's fun. It's easy. You're gonna learn all about it." That's such a quotable movie.
Good line. Good line. Okay, here's another odd take on a Halloween movie. Critters.
Kill Krites. Yeah, I love critters. No one talks about critters anymore. Harvey, have you ever seen are you Googling critters right now? Stop Googling. look at her. Everybody look at Harley now, guys.
No,
everybody look at Harley. She's Googling.
Scott Grimes in it? Oh, hell yeah, I'm watching this.
Critters is outstanding. Robert, remember, Robert, remember when, I don't know if it was part 1 or part 2, but when the one shapeshifter alien, when the guy kept getting him to shapeshift into that Playboy model? Remember that? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And that scene where he was thinking about shapeshifting into Freddy Krueger, and the co-star was like, no, and he brought back the Playboy magazine. He was like, no, this is what you want. This is what you want to look at. Like, yeah. Remember that?
Yes. Yeah, that was an awesome series, and that's one of the props that's on my list of Grail props to own.
I don't see enough critter cosplay. We need to make that happen.
I just want a prop. If I have to make a damn stuffed critter, I'll do it. But I wanted someone to make one and sell it to me.
Yeah, critters was awesome. Okay, so now that you're done Googling, Harley, what do you think about critters? Hey, Mike?
Wherever your audio go.
Wait, I think her mic died or something. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have Harley's gonna, like, when she comes back, maybe she'll just do mime stuff. But we're gonna pop through. Let me pop in and see if she's back. Okay, she's back.
Yep.
You said, wait, yes or no? Let me see.
I can hear you on my side.
Harley, are you there? Let's see if I can get her audio back. Hello?
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, all right.
Rob, are you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, we got her back. Let's
Sorry
see
about
if
that.
this.
Everybody thought we gave her the ban hammer for not knowing critters.
Yeah, they kicked me out. They're like, get out, you're done.
Like, what the fuck did you say about critters?
You know, it's funny because I've seen like clips of this movie, but I've never actually sat and watched the whole thing. And
oh, you gotta watch Critters.
this looks like something I saw it has Scott Grimes, who he's like, and Terrence Mann is in it too. All right, so
let's do a collab first time watching. Let's watch this.
Done.
Let's do
the scene where all the critters come together and make a big critter ball and roll over someone, and they skin them as they run over them.
Stop. This is some stupid shit I'd love.
That was the scene.
That was the best scene of the movie.
Oh, that's fucking great. I'm watching this movie. Probably
the shaking skeleton body after the critters rolled over him and ate his bodies up. He's a skeleton like shaking like, oh. It was funny. It was great.
That's great. No, my one that I actually like that's like kind of scary enough at least, but it's obviously not that scary because it's so old. It's like Night of the Living Dead to me. That's just a classic.
Night of the Living Dead or
Night
Return of the Living Dead?
No, it's definitely Night of the Living Dead. I think that one to me is the best one story wise. I feel like it's pretty much how people.
Is that the original, the black and white one?
Yeah, we go in black and white, baby.
No, I like the 80s. I like the 80s one.
Oh no, the other one's more feelful because like this guy makes it through the whole fucking night, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, he's gonna make it. And they're in this cabin, mm-hmm. right? He stands up and the fucking people kill him because they think he's a zombie. It's like he went through all this shit in this house to die.
Just to get knocked out.
Just to die. And to me that was just like oh.
Spoilers.
There are some good movies from the 80s that you can't hardly find anymore. They're not showing in any streaming services.
Yes.
But do you remember The Blob?
Yes. Yeah.
You can't find that hardly anywhere. That was an amazing horror movie.
So fun fact about The Blob though. The town where The Blob's filmed at, the part where they run out of the cinema, do you know that town shows that movie every year, and they all run out of the theater just like they do in the movie?
Oh,
Yeah, they do it like all the time. I think that's so cool. Just had to share that.
Yeah. And another one, The Fog.
Yeah.
That's another one. Those are like no streaming services are picking those up, and that's I would love to have a physical copy of that media to own, so I could watch it.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's going to lead into a sidebar little conversation I'm going to have. But before we move on to that, so guys, what's your take on this? Do you have your go-to Halloween movies? Wait, am I on screen? There we go. The movies that you watch to get you excited about Halloween. Let me know what those are. Type those in the comments, and like as I always say, guys, let's keep talking. Okay, sidebar. Movies that are not available in like streaming and are hard to find in physical media. Last week, me and Harley we were talking about our appreciation for the director Kevin Smith, and it came to my attention on I think TikTok because Harley, I think you hit the repost button and it hit my for you that Kevin Smith recently just got the rights back to Dogma from Harvey Weinstein. So we were talking about Dogma last week about how it's hard to find. You can't find it on streaming. You can't get it. It's rare on DVD because it's that's why it's so expensive. So and now he's got the rights back and he's going to re-release it, do specials. And next year, I think he said that next year is the 25th anniversary. He's going to do something with that. What do you think about that information about Dogma?
I'm like screaming. I'm like so excited because like I don't know, like I know Kevin Smith like spoke about like he really wants to do like either animated or like a side, like do all these other things that are like expanding the Dogma universe. Honestly, I don't care about that. I just want the damn DVD because anything where it's like $250 I think for that DVD or beyond, it's dumb amount. So it's a good movie. I mean, like I love like Jesus where he's like finger gun Jesus. Like
Buddy was it Buddy Christ?
Buddy Christ, yeah. It's so I remember Buddy Christ meme coming out like after that movie or whatever. It was like a big thing. It was just when memes actually lasted more than a day. But yeah, I love the movie. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that Kevin has always done like very well for his fans. At least tries to. I feel like he's always been a down to earth guy. So I just feel like he sees what the fans want and he wants to give it to them, and I can't condemn a man for that.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to come from that. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, let us know what you guys think about that Dogma. There might be a sequel coming up. There might be some new material coming from it. Will Alanis Morissette return as the Almighty God? We can only hope. Let us know what you guys think, and as I always say, let's keep talking. Okay, real quick we've already passed the whole tight 30 format a long time ago. Every time it's inevitable. Topic number 3. This comes in from RottenTomatoes.com. So there's been a lot of chatter lately about the disaster films and why we're so drawn to them. Perhaps it taps into a fascination with chaos, and as seen in gripping films ranging from Twister to Contagion. Not only do these movies reflect what we fear, but they also highlight human resilience in the face of catastrophic events. It feels pungent, especially considering the. Oh, I lost. Wait. Okay, I lost my place. I'm sorry. It feels pungent, especially considering the recent hurricane that hit in Florida, causing significant destruction and prompting many to reflect on the chaos and resilience depicted in these films. So, what are your go-to disaster movies? Is it like nail-biting actions to the emotional storytelling, or that thrill of survival that captivates you? Okay, I'm asking you guys. So, Robert, I'm sorry with you. What is your if you had like do you have a top 5 or your main go to disaster film? What's your favorite disaster film?
it's a bit of a range for disaster films. So, do you go into like the zombie genre as disaster films? Some do, and if so, then World War Z is probably really up there. There's I have a type of movie that's a disaster movie that has got have a lot of realism. The ones that get super cheesy, over the top, they kind of lose me. Mm-hmm. But the ones that have really good realism, stuff like The Day After Tomorrow, mm-hmm. That seemed so feasible, and just the things that they experienced and happened seemed very, very accurate and scientifically correct. And it had solid actors. That's really a good one for me. And it's also curious to think. I would like to ask the panel here, but as far as a disaster movie, if you have been in a disaster like that, or similar to any of these things, does that affect how you watch the movie? Would you not enjoy a disaster movie based off of a disaster that you experienced? Or is it, the total opposite? Does it make it something that you might enjoy?
So,
like a trigger warning for a disaster film.
I would love to answer this question. I would love to answer this question because I have been removed from my house several times because of flooding. I've been removed from my house from a boat and a fire truck, and I've been in the situation of, hey, everything's getting rocked. I don't like disaster movies because of that. I really don't. So anything with floodwaters and stuff, it makes me really nervous because I lived through it. Anything with a first person camera, I tend to struggle with too. Same thing with that's why I had the longest time I had trouble with Cloverfield, because it was everything's happening
and the Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, so I'm better now, but absolutely, at least for me, it's really hard to watch.
She said it. Oh, I gotta push the button. Where is it? Where's that for me button? Damn it! I don't have it. Where'd it go? There we goes.
For me,
I don't know. You probably couldn't hear it, but
yeah.
So, like with your experience, I experienced a forest fire when I was young. So, fire movies do the same thing for me. It makes me, anxious, and it's really hard for me to enjoy them. Stuff like Backdraft and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd be curious to see, how that affects people if they've lived through that disaster. Does that kind of burn them against watching some of those disaster films? But, some other stuff like Armageddon, I'm a sci-fi guy, so I lean more towards the sci-fi. Mm-hmm. Amazing disaster film. Twister, we talked about, the new one. And, as someone who's been in a tornado as well, that one wasn't very traumatic for me. So I kind of enjoyed the Twister aspect of it. To see it, exaggerated a little bit, but it was still fun to see as a disaster movie.
Mm-hmm.
With Bill Paxton, apparently. He was in the original Twister, and then he did that one movie with I can't remember, was it Dante's Inferno? Is that the name of it? I don't think it's the right one. The name of the movie, can't think of it. Where the grandma dies in the lake. I don't remember it. Did you know? No? Oh my God, no! I'm trying to remember it. I'll remember the movie.
What fever dream are you trying to remember?
It's not a fever dream. It's not.
Grandma dies in the lake. I've never seen that in a movie.
No, hold on. And I gotta look up this movie. Grandma dies in the lake.
I need the FBI to check Harley's diary.
She cooks in the lake.
Yeah, movie. No, yeah, she cooks in the lake because the water's boiling. She's pushing the kids to the end.
Dante's Peak. Oh yeah.
Dante's Peak, not Dante's Inferno. That's a video game and the Divine Comedy. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Dante's Peak, which has Bill Paxton in it, and I love Bill Paxton. Mm-hmm. So even may he rest in peace.
So here's another hot take. So what do you think about movies that would really kind of irk everyone, that kind of everyone experienced, would be stuff like Outbreak?
I mean, if Outbreak would have came out closer to 2020, I think
no one would have watched it.
Yeah, it would have. But I remember. I mean, I remember Outbreak doing pretty good. Wasn't Morgan Freeman in that? If I
Yeah.
remember correctly, yeah. I think it did pretty well. Everybody back then didn't think that it was even possible, and then we had a pandemic. It was kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
I thought Outbreak did pretty good.
But then you have something like Don't Look Up, which is like Netflix. They kind of like market it as like a comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you watch it, and it's like literally the world is ending. You know, you have like they're all discussing like the world ending and stuff. And I don't know. I thought that was like an interesting take on the world ending because I feel like that's kind of how people would react. Like, oh, the world ending? Do I still have to go to work tomorrow? You know? I don't know. I think that one's kind of an interesting spin on how we do react to these things because like think about now, like how many times do we have like bad news in a day and we're all just like, yeah, we're just gonna laugh this off.
Exactly.
We have nothing left.
We need to have a disaster movie based on like what would just happen in Florida with the hurricane that just went through. How there were people on TikTok live streaming how they were going to there's I think there was one woman who was like I have a house made of brick, and she was kind of bragging about that, and then I was like, she's like live streaming the whole thing, or I was like, I'm like, I don't know, like the amount of things that people are willing to do for clicks, whether it's just a rug or whatever is going on, it's wild. It's just
absolutely like
I think there needs to be a movie about those types of people.
People do or share or willing to share online too. I'm like, you've got an interesting psyche, and that's all I'll say on that.
So what's some of you guys other favorite disaster movies? What's some of your
Armageddon? I'm surprised none of you guys talk about it. Armageddon, Deep Impact, meteors. That's what we should be afraid of. They killed the dinosaurs. What the hell?
Yeah, the scene at the end of Deep Impact, where the girl and her father are on the beach.
Yeah,
that was a really good scene.
What's her name? Who played? She was the actress from Bad Boys 1 and Madam President. I forgot her name, but yeah, I remember she decided to just stand on the beach with her father and wait for a tidal wave, which was an interesting choice because I would not have done that shit. I would have gone to high land. I don't know. That's just me. I like meteor movies. I don't know why, but that's just me. Guys, let us know what do you guys think? What is your go-to disaster film? What's the disaster film that you can't get enough of? Let us know what's in the comments, and let's keep talking. All right. Before we close it out, a few comments that came in, I would like to give shout outs to the guys in our community tab. Let me see if I can pull it up here. I thought I just had it. Here we go. All right. So I posted a question based on the TV show that no one on the panel watched, Agatha All Along. And I said, what did you think about the latest episode of Agatha All Along? And let's see, here were some of the comments that came up. Let's see if I got them here. Here we go. Giving a shout out to okay, I'm gonna have to let me go full screen because I gotta squint to look at this thing right here. From the Warren Peace 5341 says, holy crap, that was freaking awesome. From most Piglet 13 _ Piglet 13 says, I'm so hyped. How dare they end the episode with their sad about the death. So I like the character. I don't understand. Wait, I'm so hyped. How dare they end the episode there? Sad about the death. Oh, how dare they end the episode there? I'm sad about the death that we saw. I won't spoil who died, but I like the character with it. From Illuminati 6260, I'm upset that I'm not gonna say the name of the person who died. Well, okay. Well, you guys have no reference on it. I'm sad that
Yeah.
Alice died. You guys don't even know who Alice is.
Oh my god, you spoiled that for me.
Yeah. So suck it. Sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. What the?
I deserve that. Nope, I deserve that.
Well, now that I'm getting canceled now, that's what not to say to your female panelists on the show. Jeez. What the fuck? But we,
Hey! I haven't used any of my fucks this one. Damn it!
there you go.
I got 2 left.
Let's see. From is it Aiden Jenkins 5051? 2 words. Holy shit. At 12 times 21. My brain is just so yeah. How do we wait another week for that? And I'll end it off with this one from Claire. Is it Charlin WL? I'm mad about Alice. Spoilers. I'm mad about Alice, but this show is good. I don't understand all the hate. I gotta agree. I don't understand all the hate from. I think most of the hate was preemptive from people assuming that it was gonna be not well received like the Acolyte and other Disney shows, but um, turns out that no, this show is doing well and it will continue to do well.
And how many episodes are released now?
That was episode 5. I think there's 9 total.
Okay.
I think the last 2 episodes are going to air during Halloween week.
That would be cool.
Yeah. All right. So, and let's see. I think there was some. Was there anything from the audience there? Let's see. Before we call it, I know everybody's got to go. Let's see. It's gonna work here. Yeah.
The darkest moments in the MCU question.
From Kevin
Oh, yeah.
Davis. I do think Elizabeth Olsen might make an appearance in season finale as Agatha all along. I don't think so. I think her return, even though this is a spinoff from another show that she was in, her return, I think it would. If I feel like if anything, they'll hint that she is gonna return, and then her return will happen in a film. But or if you're right, it'll be for the show because she's not going to return in later films. So I don't know. Maybe I can. I guess I can go back and forth. If you're right, if she returns in Agatha All Along, I don't see her returning in a movie for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like if they just hint that she's back, then we'll see her in like an upcoming like Avengers movie, Secret Wars or something like that. That's just what I think. I don't know. Kevin also says, I miss seeing Star Wars on the big screen. The Star Wars hasn't done a bad job when it comes to TV shows on Disney Plus, but they need better writing to attract more viewership. What do you guys think about that take?
I think I don't know. I feel like Star Wars is one of those franchises that unfortunately has just been so overdone. I love the universe. I love R2D2 is my favorite character. He's my ride or die. But at the same time, like, how many times can I watch them blow up some form of the Death Star? And I mean that in the nicest way. I love like I said, I said this like last week with like the games too. I just feel like Disney has a way of just beating a dead horse till it stops spitting out money. So if they were to do more Star Wars stuff, I would love to see them actually really do something like really rich in character rather than we're just gonna destroy the bad people, which they do have with some characters, but I feel like there's some spots that's kind of neat, if that makes sense.
What about you, Rob? What do you think about Star Wars on Disney? What do you think?
I mean, they've got a library of content to go through. They've got enough content to last them for 100 years. It's about, the writing.
Why do we keep going back to Tatooine?
Yeah, I mean, there's some writing and there's, writing issues there where they've had some some flops just due to writing and story. But there again, it's also, you know, they're telling many different stories in the same world. They've got some young group content. That series that's coming up, that's got a younger generation. It feels like Star Wars version of Goonies. That could be very exciting.
I'm hearing good things about that one.
Yeah, and if they come out with some content that's like, you know, that's got more of an adult Game of Thrones type feel. It's the Old Republic. That would, you know, that they would have everyone watching that. They would get a huge content boost if they come up with some Old Republic adult theme stuff. And I believe that's probably on their radar as well.
Rated R Wars.
No, I think you bring up a great point. I really do. I like I said, I love Star Wars, and I hate to be like, oh, I'm enough with Star Wars, but it's like, if you're gonna give me Star Wars, give me the best quality of Star Wars. Don't just give me Star Wars to give me Star Wars. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, give me a good product, give me a good story, give me something. Not just, here's a lightsaber, fight the bad people. You know?
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Well, I guess, and that's all the comments that came in. So that'll do it for this episode of Talking to the Medias, guys. Thank you guys for joining us as always, guys. I appreciate you in the comments, and keep them coming on any of the topics that we spoke about, or if anything new you want to bring to our attention, bring them up in the comments. And as I always say, let's keep talking. Thank you to our co-host here, starting with Rob, back from his vacation. He's looking very refreshed and rejuvenated. So where can people find you online?
You can find me at RXR Props.
And I'm sure that Harley's going to, after the show, punch me in the face. But before that, where can people find you online?
TikTok. Basically TikTok, Instagram. I do have a YouTube channel, but I never use it. So TikTok is the best place to find me. You could just type in Harley Q's Playtime. I'll pop up.
As the shenanigans come to an end, guys, if you want to follow me, you can go to Chris W. Fagan on all socials, or at T3 Media Studios. That's where I'm at. We'll be back next week for another episode. Until next time, guys. Peace. Thank you guys for watching our video. I really do appreciate it. Remember, you can support our show by becoming a member or a Patreon. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so you'll never miss out on when we go live or post new content. Let's stay connected, grow this community together. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's keep talking.